it's Michelle, and today's video is going to be very scary for me. It's going to be craziest ghost sightings caught on camera. If you guys know me, you know I'm terrified of stuff like this. I don't mess with the other side, like I just don't. 99% of the time when I see stuff like this, like the videos I'm going to show you on the internet, I'm always like, okay, well, it's obviously fake. Like that's my first reaction because otherwise I will have a crisis about it. So I have to just convince myself that it's fake because, you know, some of them probably are. Something happened to me, well, not to me, but to someone that I'm close with, that now I don't know what's real and what's fake. I guess if you're watching this, I am still just a person on the internet and you don't know me, but when I tell you that I trust this person, this is like one of my best friends with my full heart. She's super like not even into stuff like this, and this happened to someone who's close to her. Essentially my best friend like has someone that she knows, and this person moved into a new apartment. This person and their friend were in the apartment just chilling, and they were recording. So the video starts with one friend recording the other friend. They pan the like camera over, and this is the only part that I'm going to show because they don't want their face in the video. You can clearly see a figure that looks like a little girl with a nightgown stroll by. It has no legs, it has nothing. It just is like a nightgown and hair. I hate it. It literally scares me so much. Normally I would see this on the internet and be like, that's not real. I still even said, I was like, that's not real. And my friend was like, girl, it happened, like it's real. And at the time that they recorded this, which is the crazy part, no one even like noticed while they were recording until later when they saw the video, because she just like panned over to show the apartment and then panned back to the friend. Like, neither of them even noticed the ghost until after they saw the video the next day. What's terrifying is this was obviously this person's first night in their apartment, so super excited to move in, and then the next morning they realized that they caught a ghost on camera. Immediately they did what I would do, which is talk to the landlord. And the landlord was like, yeah, basically this like girl, this little girl died here a long time ago and she haunts the apartment, but she's never menacing or like she doesn't hurt anyone, whatever. Of course, the person who just moved into the apartment was like, cool, but like, yeah, I'm gonna move out. And the landlord like literally let them like end their lease. Honestly, that just like video that prompted me to do this video in the first place, because I don't like researching things like this. I don't like thinking about things like this, and when I do see them, I always just write it off, and I'm always like, it's just not real. It's been really hard for me, I'm gonna sound so dramatic, to deal with the fact that I know that that video is real. Like, I still feel like I'm just like consciously being like, yeah, it's like not real, even though I literally know that it is real. No one else was in the apartment. You can see that that figure doesn't have legs, like she's literally just floating. It's been scaring my friend group for the past week, and let's just get into the other TikToks. Basically today's video is just gonna be me reacting to a bunch of ghost, you know, on camera or TikToks, so I'm gonna link them all down below. But I just want you to know, guys, to my core, that's real. So like, any of these could be real and I don't like it. So let's get into it. So this first one absolutely freaked me the hell out. As you can see, this girl is like rocking her baby watching TV, and all of a sudden the baby's playpen literally moves. What the hell? So I don't love that. I just wonder if like a child or like ghost of a child exists in this home and like is haunting it and like doesn't know that it's dead, so he's just like playing with the playpen. I don't know, man, that like really freaked me out. Cause like, how do you explain that? Like that one like really moved, and I feel like I can't see a way where like they could have moved it or like anyone else could have moved it. There's like, it doesn't look like there's any strings. The mother looks like pretty unsuspecting. I would lose my damn mind for sure. Especially because it makes sense because it's clearly caught on like a security camera. Okay, so this next one literally scared the shit out of me, and it kind of reminded me of like other ghost stories I've heard and seen people like being like super drunk and they like don't notice like that there's a ghost, but like ghosts appear more when people are drunk. I swear it's really weird, but this video literally is this girl trying to open a closet door and all of a sudden she literally gets dragged by what? Like I don't know how to explain that. Like how do you actually explain that? Anything of people being dragged or like shit like that really fucking scares me. I don't know how I would handle that in any situation. Because it's so terrifying. So that's just like not very fun. This next clip is this couple play fighting, super cute, whatever. And then all of a sudden they say they were home alone. And if you like look in the back, a fucking man just shows up. Really claim that like they were home alone. I don't know if this is like real or not, but like to me, like that's how scary. One of like the person that I know being in an apartment where they knew they were the only ones there. There's literally someone on the screen. Like that is terrifying. Yeah, am I a ghosty believer now? No, I used to be like debunked. Like I would always try to debunk ghost stuff because I really don't like it, because it really scares me, because it's like kind of one of those things that's out of your control and I really don't like that. So this next one is more of an interesting story.
Did you know that after the Japanese tsunami in 2011, some pretty weird things happened? The tsunami hit northeast Japan after an earthquake and it was huge. The death toll was around 20,000 people, and in an instant people lost their lives, their homes, their livelihoods, their businesses, everything. And in the months and the years that followed, taxi drivers began to report some pretty weird things. They would pick up lone passengers, and those passengers would be soaked to the bone, and they would ask to be brought right to the devastation zone, generally to an address that just didn't exist anymore. By the time the taxi driver would get there, the passenger would have disappeared. This became such a regular occurrence that taxi drivers literally started paying the fares for their ghostly passengers.
First of all, a terrible, like really sad and crazy tsunami happened in Japan in 2011. I'm sure a lot of you guys remember. And I think that like this story is like not only creepy, but it's like sad. So many taxi drivers were reporting people like getting into their cars and saying like, asking them to take them to houses that didn't exist anymore. It's just like, you can only imagine that these people died in such a like tragic and confusing way that maybe don't even know that they passed away, and like they were just like kind of in a weird purgatory and they were asking to go home, which maybe that was like a home or business that was completely ruined and by the tsunami, and like literally scares me so much. Can't imagine. And it's also, like I said, really sad for the people who passed away and maybe are stuck in this in between. Being like a taxi driver during that time, I would literally freak out. That is so scary. Okay, so this next one I actually thought was pretty interesting. So it's this person who's at a graveyard and he's in a Tesla, and it keeps showing up that there's like a person walking when there's no one there. So I drive a Tesla and I actually feel like this freaked me out a lot, because they do not really show people when there's not people, if that makes sense. Or at least like a cone or like something that's like confusing the thing really quickly, but then it figures it out super fast. Very high-tech cars. They're aware of like their surroundings very much so. So I don't love this. It did freak me out. It has happened to me a few times where the Tesla's detected a person when there wasn't anyone there, and I do wonder, is that a ghosty? I don't know, but like I don't like it because it's like very rare and it usually figures itself out very quickly. What do you guys think of this one though? Because like I don't like it. It really does just say that there's a person there and it keeps popping up and disappearing. Like I don't know what could it, like I'm literally looking at the view and it's like a plain field. Like I don't know what it could even remotely be that's making the Tesla pick up on something besides something paranormal. I don't like it. This next one is too fucking much. Like honestly, if this happened to me, I'd be so out. I would do exactly what this girl did. So her drawer opens in her kitchen, she closes it, whatever, thinks, okay, who knows, like maybe something just happened. Opens again, and I feel like this is like legit because she actually does look scared, unless she's like an incredible actress, and then she just leaves, which that is my move. It's exactly what I would do in this situation. I would leave and not come back. This next one freaked me out because I don't know, people keep saying it's like the shadow, it's this like girl, and oh my god, it really just scared me, gave me chills. It's this girl and her like boyfriend, and they're like just like hanging out in their bed and they're recording, and all of a sudden it's like this dark figure appears over his head, and people are like, it's the shadow of, I'm like, that does not look like a shadow. I don't like give a shit. That doesn't look like a shadow of anyone. That looks like a fucking sleep paralysis demon, and I don't like that at all. We're gonna end this on a lighter note with the last one. So the last one is basically this, like, I feel like I've talked about this before in a few TikTok conspiracy theories. It's this filter that like detects warmth, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how it detects it, but it detects like your energy, I guess, and it only works on people. It doesn't really work on inanimate objects. However, people have caught a lot of ghosts with this filter because it's worked on, you know, non-inanimate objects, and that really freaked everyone out. This one is kind of cute and sweet. This person says, my German Shepherd passed away last year, and you can see it works on the human, and then it works, and then there's a dog sitting next to the couch, and all of a sudden on the chair it's like this perfect outline of a dog, and it clearly looks like a German Shepherd. I gotta say, that's so like sad that the dog ghost is just hanging out with the other dog. Honestly, that really freaked me out in like kind of a good way, because I'm here for ghost dogs. I don't like ghost people really. Like, that just gives me stress. What do you guys think about these? What's the scariest like ghost story that you've ever had? But anyway, that is it for today's video. If you guys liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about these ghosty videos, and like I said, let me know if you have any of your own ghost stories down below. As I make sure you follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, because I'm always posting really dope ass shit on there. Subscribe for new videos every week, and I will see you guys later. Bye.